When you're planning a move to a new city or area, some of the biggest questions you probably have are, is it a safe neighborhood? Are there good schools? Is it family friendly? Well, what I'm about to share might shock you. Don't go anywhere. Hi everyone, Andrea here. Welcome back to my channel. I've been a realtor in Jacksonville for nearly 20 years, and I've been asked just about every question there is about moving to Northeast Florida and what it's like living here. And I post weekly videos talking about all of the above. Of course, some of the most common questions I get are, is this a safe area? How are the schools? What ages or family dynamics do you typically see in this neighborhood? Now, stick around because I'm going to give you a list of resources to get the answers to these questions. But you might be surprised to find out licensed realtors, due to equal housing and discrimination laws, are actually prohibited from answering any of those types of questions. And it's really because the answers can be very subjective and depend on the individual and their own personal experience. What might be perfectly fine and acceptable for one person may be a deal breaker for another. And you're the only one who can determine what will work best for you as far as an area of town, the neighborhood, or even the schools. Here are some of the top questions I can answer for you and how they'll impact your home search. Which areas of town or neighborhoods will fit your desired budget? Home prices in Jacksonville and all of its surrounding suburbs can vary quite a bit from area to area, and your budget is going to be a big determining factor in the neighborhoods that will meet your needs. Now, the way I will usually address this is to send you properties that fit all or at least most of your criteria, but from several different areas of town, so you can see what the options are going to be, and then we narrow down by style and age of the home and other more specific features. Next, which locations will be within a certain distance to other areas of interest? When I'm meeting with new clients, I always ask about the kind of lifestyle you're looking for, and if you want to be close to anything in particular. Maybe you want to keep your commute to work within 30 minutes, or want to have easy access to the beach or be close to the airport. Maybe you want to be able to walk to restaurants and stores, or maybe having resort-style amenities or a golf course in your community is a top priority. Helping you answer these questions will allow me to present you with the areas of town or neighborhoods that will fit your desired lifestyle. And of course, what features are you looking for in the home itself? This is another way we can narrow down your search. For example, if you tell me you don't want to live in an HOA community and want 1 to 2 acres of land, that tells me we need to look more at outlying areas of town. Or perhaps you only want a newer home that's less than 3 years old and has community amenities. When we look at all of this criteria combined, it's going to help us figure out the best areas of town and neighborhoods to focus on. Now, what about all of those other questions I mentioned that I can't necessarily answer for you? I always encourage you to do your own research, and I can even provide you with websites, social media groups, or other resources that will give you all the information and allow you to make the best decisions for you and your family. Here are some of the top resources I recommend, and you can also find these down below in the description. For crime statistics, my go-tos are crimegrade.org and spotcrime.com. You can find crime statistics by state, county, or even zip code, or just explore areas on a map. For school information, I like greatschools.org and niche.com. You can look up the schools by city, zip code, or even find out what schools are zoned for a specific address. Homefacts.com is another great resource for all kinds of information from schools to even environmental factors. And for learning more general information about Jacksonville and its surrounding neighborhoods and attractions, other than subscribing to my YouTube channel, of course, visit jacksonville.com is another great website. Now, these websites can give you some great information and statistics, but I would also encourage you to use social media to go one step further. Search for local Facebook groups where you can ask questions and get answers from actual residents of the neighborhoods you're considering. For example, just to name a few, there's Jacksonville Living, Community Life in St. Johns County, Fleming Island Residents, or Ladies of Nocatee. I can almost guarantee if you search Facebook for an area of town or even sometimes a specific neighborhood, there will be a group for it. Gaining insights from actual residents can be very valuable in helping you determine the best area for you. And of course, I also highly recommend taking the opportunity to tour neighborhoods or areas in person whenever possible. Drive through at different times of day, weekdays and weekends, and don't be afraid to stop and ask people you come across what they like or don't like about the neighborhood. Visit local stores or restaurants and ask the bartender, wait staff, or even the fellow patrons what they think. It's so important to spend some time in different areas, explore the surroundings, and just get a feel for it. In my experience, you'll know pretty quickly if it's right or wrong for you. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please take a second and like and subscribe. And if I can assist you at all in exploring the many areas and neighborhoods of Northeast Florida, call me anytime. I'll see you next time.